I tell you, man, I am so looking forward to this movie because I can identify. I have the worst fucking boss.
Shit, man. My boss has been maybe my best friend for the last 20 years, and I still hate his guts.
You'd kill him in a second if you had a chance. How about you, co-host?
I don't have a fucking boss. I'm my own boss. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I sign my checks. All right. Put them in. I
When
pencil
y'all
in
want
with.
to start this, I thought it was cute, but this shit ain't fucking funny. Just because I made you take your clothes off to get your job, you shouldn't talk about. Just because, yes, I told you we're downsizing on black people here. Leon, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
He made me feel ugly inside.
I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about, Corbin. Shit.
Marginalized.
No, you're my favorite, man.
Thank you, sir.
Every time I go to my bowling league with you, you help me win every time.
All right, this motherfucker's got to go, Leon.
Nothing but win-win over
You
here.
make a great bowling ball co-host,
All right.
Sanjay.
He'll blow smoke up the co-host, but he ain't got a raise in 14 years.
Oh, he's got a raise.
Hey, don't talk about that.
You know, man.
Yeah, don't tell me your problems.
We'll talk about that little statement you made after this review.
Okay.
We'll have our own little. It's time for review. Did I tell you guys that?
Thinking a little differently about this whole horrible bosses plan now, aren't you, co-host?
And R2-D2 has been gunning for your job.
Damn, man.
Jeez, what are you talking about? A magic 8-ball has been gunning for your job and does a better job than you.
He can have it. I go back to work in the. I'll go back to work in the streets. At least I can make my own hours up.
Yeah, gives better ratings than you do. What do you think about this movie? It likes you.
Wait, hold on. Now, if we're going to sell merchandise, we need a co-host head that's a magic 8-ball that has different movie ratings on it.
Oh, right.
Matinees.
Hey, don't go giving away my ideas.
As well as his patented catchphrases.
Oh, yeah. Catchphrases, too.
Which is
Yeah.
just one.
Well, once we can afford to get my rating card up, then we'll talk about that. All right. Calm down. Slow your roll over.
We
Leon.
can't even get T-shirts out right now.
It's never going to happen. Just get over it.
And I can see that lawsuit coming too. Some person who's suicidal.
Yeah.
Should I kill myself today? Shake. Don't tell me your problems. Nobody cares. My son killed himself playing with your merchandise.
It'll say try again.
Sometimes I think no one cares about me. Shake, shake, shake. Fuck your thoughts.
That wasn't really a question.
But anyway, that's an answer, though.
Don't forget Ravenga in there.
Ravenga!
Will I get this job, Ravenga?
Man, you know what?
To the chopper!
Yeah, that would be one. Get to the chopper.
I
What
tell you,
makes sense?
there is a product here waiting to happen. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, weren't we supposed to be talking about a movie or something?
Some movie.
Horrible bosses, man.
Yes.
You know what? I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that this could be a lot of fun. That trailer, that's one of those trailers where it could either, man, the movie looks like it would be good and I'm gonna love this because that trailer was such a good teaser, or that trailer might be the whole movie we saw right there.
It may be telling nothing but lies
about it, or it could be these are the parts that are kind of funny and everything else is just that kind of lame humor where you go like, man, come on.
because they make these trailers so bad for these comedies sometimes where they get the fucking taking care of business, and already I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Just show me the funny parts, please. Don't put no goddamn goofy Toy Story song in there.
But you know what does make me optimistic for this is the cast. I mean, this is a solid cast and some people playing roles that are really different than what we usually expect to see.
Just like
from
Charlie
them.
Day.
Yeah, like Kevin Spacey is a horrible boss.
Well, okay.
Played his entire
Okay,
career.
other than Kevin Spacey and Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Charlie Day
unexpected roles.
Charlie Day playing himself.
Charlie Day in a movie
but
alone
he's
is
hilarious.
awesome.
But he's
So-
fucking hilarious.
It's Charlie Day and Jason Sudeikis right from that Justin Long movie. Was it Going the Distance?
Yeah,
where they were the
same
two
thing.
best friend sidekicks. I'm like,
Okay,
maybe
well, there goes my whole point. Thank you.
I wonder, wait, are these guys in league to just pop up in a movie every year where they play the two best friends? They can just be the same characters.
I mean, if you lean over to me and you say, is this a spinoff
Right.
of Going to Disney? He's like, damn, I didn't know that movie did that good. It's like it didn't. This is a fucking completely different movie.
Okay, but
You guys
Jennifer
wanna start a
Aniston
movie?
for sure. Out of character. Can we agree on that?
Okay, all right.
You know what, at
Colin
this-
Farrell has never worn a bald wig before.
Shit, a bald wig. Look at this picture on the poster right here. he looks like goddamn Sinestro right there. He
does, you're right.
What was that Peter Sarsgaard role?
Oh, yeah, Hector Hammond.
He looked like Hector Hammond right there in this picture. Look at his fucking forehead right there, man.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
you
a four,
can't
that's a
hold
five.
him
That's a-
moly.
That's an 8 head. He got the kind of head where if you put 2 little legs under his chin and give him a monocle or a top head, he's like Mr. Peanut.
He looks like one of those heads, those stress balls where you squeeze them, the head like inflates. Yeah.
He's got to comb over and over and over.
But this does like a case of, on the one hand, people playing the same shit that they play, and on the other hand, people kind of taking a different departure from what they do. Jennifer Aniston look, that girl's fucking hot anyway.
She's still super
I don't know
hot.
what the fuck is she taking fetuses and blending them in a blender and drinking that shit?
I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but I mean, with a movie like this, now I'm thinking, okay, obviously she's given up on Match.com, so now she's gonna go, all right, look, somebody out there wants to fuck me, I know it, but I'm like, how can this chick, as long as it's been, not had a fucking boyfriend? I'm like thinking, how crazy is this fucking bitch to where nobody wants to be with her?
I know. I think that too. I mean, maybe you guys are right. She's doing some kind of voodoo ritual that just
She's
drives her
having
away.
fetus
they're like,
milkshakes,
"God damn, it's
man."
the hottest chick I'm ever going to be with. And they go, oh, fuck, I can't stick with that. Or, I mean, she was married to Brad Pitt, so maybe every guy she gets with, she go like, you know what Brad used to do? Yeah, that's nice how you did that, but man, Brad would do it, and he would look adorable. And he'd be like, all right.
Man, what can you do there? Could you? You can't date someone who's dated Brad Pitt.
Marry Brad Pitt.
Married Brad Pitt. Yeah, no
Married
doubt.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Even been in the same room as. You're like, forget it. I can't. And she's automatically, this is not going to work.
We live in a world of pussies, man. What happened to the days you should challenge yourself to do something crazy like that? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna date Aniston.
Oh,
You fucking Jennifer
whatever.
Aniston, and I'm gonna fuck her.
The last woman you dated was a pillow.
But it was a hot pillow.
Hey, and that was your pillow, by the way, with the anime character on
Yeah,
it.
I had to
sorry.
buy a new pillow. Thank you very much.
Let me tell
The
you
Sailor Moon pillow you got.
I had that pillow. It's pretty good. Ain't so bad. That's not knock the pillow too hard yet. But Jennifer Aniston, boy, in this movie, she's wearing lots of black lingerie. It's something about black hair just makes you look like an evil, sexy witch. Anyway, you got witches who are evil and they want to cast spells on people. She looks like a witch who wants to fuck you. You know?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm all right with that too.
She's that one witch that's like riding that broomstick way too many times. You know? It's
But
like,
it
where
the
is she
thing
going?
where he's like, hey, my boss is wants to sexual harass me, and she looks like this, and Brad should be like, high five, dude.
Yeah, what?
Even so,
You want to kill this?
There's a degree to fucking with your life where it's like
Yeah.
she's a bitch witch. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
You know,
because he's married in the film. It's like, yeah, okay, a little flirting, whatever, but she's threatening, like making up shit
to break up his
yeah.
marriage.
And I was like, okay,
he has fiance. Yeah,
that's when you go, all right, now this shit ain't cool anymore.
I don't know.
I mean,
All I
I
know-
fucked you a couple times. That was fine, but this
I
is
don't
bullshit.
give a fuck. All I know is she could come to me anytime and like, I cast a spell of pussy upon you.
You know that
I'll take that.
Yeah, you know that chick has like 2 of those vibrating Harry Potter fucking broomsticks in
Yeah,
her
yeah.
closet.
That's the old pussy.
Yeah, that's worth turning into a frog over right there. But man, in this movie, they all have bosses that are shitty, and I'm like, what's his name?
Kevin Spacey.
Kevin
Kevin
Spacey. He's always a horrible boss. We get to see him.
I mean,
And he plays it great though. He plays it great.
Swimming with sharks.
Swimming with Sharks. That's the one.
Yeah.
One of
He
the
made his
great
name
movies.
as like, okay, this is the guy who is the worst boss ever. I mean, I honestly feel like after watching Swimming with Sharks, if I don't have a boss that's as bad, I'm doing okay.
You're all right.
Dude, like Glenn Ross.
Exactly.
I mean, that fucking role right there.
Yeah, no, this guy's Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor?
Yes.
I mean, the ultimate horrible.
Who live Australia?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, so he's got this covered. Jennifer Aniston, I'm happy to see her take this role because she is kind of playing a bitch. And maybe if she gets out there and gets more roles and take chances like this, I can quit fucking hearing about her and Brad Pitt when I go buy groceries, looking at her on the goddamn Inquirer.
Yeah, maybe
Every
Brad
time
Pitt,
Brad
yeah.
left me. Bitch, it's been goddamn 10 years. Fuck you.
Maybe
God,
Brad will go back. Who knows?
Like, who wants to hear this shit anymore? And I wish I was her boss. I tell her, shut the fuck up and quit talking about that and take some of this goddamn porn shit right here. And then we got, what's his name?
Jennifer Aniston says, why do you
Damn.
want to be that Skeletor looking bitch? Come back over here where the flesh is.
Yeah. I wish Brad Pitt would take her back so she shut the fuck up. But then we got Colin Firth, who's I'm tired of hearing about this shit, man.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell, whatever.
Yeah,
No,
Colin
Colin
Firth.
Firth.
This ain't the king's speech, the boss's speech. You're fired.
Today, Junior.
Shut the fuck up. Then Colin Farrell in this, it, like, uglied himself up. He's got he's one of those guys who's so handsome. They got to work to ugly him up.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and he's the one that's cracking me up the most in this. Making fun of handicapped people.
Well, those nicknames.
Well, he's a guy who wants to fire all the fat people in the office. He's like, and guys in wheelchairs. He's like that Professor Xavier looking son of a bitch out there in his secret wheelchair hiding shit. Get rid of him.
That's the boss I would totally beat. That's awesome. Yeah, look at that motherfucker with no legs looking at me like he's crazy. That motherfucker, who hired that guy?
Yeah, he's blind. That just means he's thinking too hard. Get him out of here. I could just see that. You would just have a trapdoor, crippled and gone, fucking blind and fat, gone and midgets, gone and no, save the midgets. They're funny. Put them back.
Flat-chested women.
Okay. Now with Jennifer Aniston, Cyrus, you're right. She's really fucking into Charlie Day's life. But with the other two, I kind of go like, okay, you guys could just quit. You ain't got to kill them.
That's what I've been. You know what? You said exactly what I was thinking. I was like, maybe there's something we haven't seen in the movie, but it's like most people don't kill their bosses. They just find a better job. Is the economy that hard?
No, most people do kill their bosses.
Do they? Okay,
that's pretty common actually.
Once everybody saw 9 to 5, that's all it was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, just like, hey, that's
boss
the solution
murders
right there.
across the board.
But you kill your boss, and you're like, fuck, I ain't got a job no more.
Unless if they're the top boss, sure. But if they're like the median boss, then
they might not be the owner; they're just the boss.
Yeah.
But I mean, hasn't anybody watched Fight Club? I mean, really? I mean, that's how you take care of a shitty boss situation.
That is true. That is the way to do it.
you just go. You run into his boss. You run into his office and you beat the fuck out of yourself, and then you go, look at what he did to me.
You know what?
I'm suing for $500.
I can't help but think that maybe I'd look for a secondary plan.
There you go.
Something got to back up.
Yeah, I hope your health insurance was good.
It's not. Don't worry.
Man, I have to say, we covered like looking at this and saying, all right, we have people in here who are kind of doing the same thing we've seen in movies. What Jason Day and
Charlie Day.
Charlie
Day and Andy
Jason Sudeikis.
God damn it, Charlie Day.
Did you see the same movie?
No, apparently I didn't. But we got these guys who just pretty much walked off of one movie set and walked into another.
Yeah.
They must have got a 2-for-1 deal with them. And then but then I have to admit I'm very intrigued by Jennifer Aniston and Colin Farrell, man, they are the ones that made the trailer for me, and they're the ones who are making me want to see it.
And it's always fun to see Kevin Spacey play that bad boss.
That's true.
He does a great job at it.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey does that so great. So if he's doing the same thing, I'm fine. I'm a fan of Jason Bateman. I mean, he's been making some bad shit lately, but still, it's just kind of like, I like this guy.
I liked him in Paul.
He's really good at the everyman.
Yeah,
really
he is straight man.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, they put a trailer together where, I mean, come on, you got to give it the trailers these days, they just throw this shit together. I don't like the whole trailer gets moved. That's why when they pick a fucking song off the internet that just says, hey, they got, do they have a word in here that relates to what our movie is? I don't care what it is. Let's just put it in.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen a trailer for a comedy that made me go, okay, I have to go see that shit today. Never. Because I mean, they throw in like sometimes. Yeah, because the thing you're worried about is they're going to throw in all the great jokes. And when that does happen, it's a tragedy. Because, I mean, you honestly feel like, man, I just got ripped the fuck off. I got banged in my ass, and I didn't even get a kiss. So, I mean, I can only hope. I mean, with the cast, it looks great. I'm just wondering how they're really going to play off the scenario of, like, actually having to kill off their bosses. Like, I mean, because after you do it, I mean, you got three nitwits, and, like, how are you going to make this shit work? I mean, as far as not getting caught and like explain to the audience, besides just going, you know what, this is just a zany comedy, so just go with it.
I'm gonna guess
what they do.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it makes me wish the great Alfred Hitchcock was back to direct this,
right?
Because then they kill off their bosses and they start looking at each other like,
knows too much. Yeah, exactly. I have a feeling what's going to end up happening is they won't kill their bosses, but they'll end up indicting them in some crimes or something.
Yeah, no,
like
this
that.
is kind of movie where it's not. I would be surprised if it's a dark comedy, which this has the elements to be, but it's not going to go that far. This is more mainstream. No, I look forward to it. I hope it's as good as at least some of the performances promise in this,
and better than Death to Smoochie.
And the thing is, I just thought about Throw Mama from the Train and how much I love that movie, and that movie was all about trying to kill somebody.
Sure,
I can only hope it goes in that route.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers are plotting against me, aren't you?
What?
No.
That's crazy.
No, see how I outlined the fact that we would turn on each other if we did that?
Do you notice
What
how
do
I
you
just
mean
handed?
by that, Leon?
Do you notice how I handed Corey just some unsalted peanuts?
A raise to the last man standing. I know you can all kill each other. $2. Here it is.
Battle Royale and the spill offices.